First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing His truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. Right. In this particular video, I want to talk about these people right here. See my mouse? Their plan, that if you don't cooperate with them in their guidelines, they're going to throw you into one of these. All right. Now, what they are, they're prisons. No matter what they call them, that's a prison where they're going to carry out extreme torture and murder. Whether they call detention centers like they do overseas right now in Germany, whether they call re-education camps, that's a Chinese term, which America's using right now. And now, when you look that up, Mao Zedong threw people into re-education camps, which were labor camps or gulags, where they carried out extreme torture, murder, and punishments, right? And whether they call them FEMA camps, whatever they call them, whatever name that they give it, it all goes back to what? Revelations 2 and 10. It goes back to a prison where they're going to body you at. They're going to torture and they're going to try you. And some of us might have to die. All right. So after I get these two scripts, I'm gonna play this video where Alex Jones gets into it a little bit. He sort of unpacks it real quick. I don't want to play too much of his video because he says some YouTube inflammatory things, shit that'll get you flagged. So I'm gonna play a little bit of it just so you can get the gist of what's going on right now. All right. Hey, and just I want to say this before I play the video. It's about to go down. It's about to go down. We're at the end of this thing. We thought last year, about 2019 going into 2020, we thought that was like the end. That first little shutdown thing that they had going on, we thought that was the end. But as it started going on and on and on, we're like, whoa, hey, this might be the very end. This might be it. They're now talking about Revelation 2 and 10. This prophecy is coming to pass. All right. There's only two main, I would say three, but Jacob's trouble kind of is everything. It encompasses like everything, but except for World War III. But Jacob trouble, that MOTB in World War III. We only got a few major prophecies left, and that's it. Now, for those that's out there, and y'all going out there, y'all all militant, y'all got your boots, your staffs on, y'all got your head wrap on perfect, your gauntlets on. That's right, preach, bring it out, precept. All you, and we're going to see where you at when you can't eat, when they you try to take your children away, when your job hits you with that, hey, you gotta be bitten before you come back to work, or give you a period of time. From right now, your job might say from right now into next month, you have to be bitten. If you can't get that bite, don't come back to work. Hey, at my job, we got pre-shift before we go out and do our job. And the pre-shift, this has been 2 days now that the managers that's running the pre-shift says, go get that bite. It'll make so everything will be good. Save you, save your family. Go get that bite. And what he said today was like, What he said was, well, it's not mandatory yet. Which, I don't know what they talk about, but hey, through the spirit, I'm like, okay, it's coming. It's near. But we already know that. But I digress. The point is, hey, for all of them that want to act hard, they selling baby clothes and fringes and precept Bibles and making all this music, and you just enjoying yourself over here in Babylon while you're in prison. We're gonna see where you at with this. All right. And don't forget, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Sakari. So don't be good. I'm acting like they're gonna hear me and listen. So don't do this, brother. They're gonna grab them straps. You already know what Sakari about. Anyway, anyway, let me get Revelations 2 and 10, and I'm gonna read Isaiah 33 and 6, and I'm gonna play the video for you. It's Revelations 2 and 10 that we read. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer, right? Because we're gonna suffer here in Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is not gonna be an easy thing. It's not gonna be a relaxing breeze, like you relaxing with a cool breeze. It's not gonna be a walk in the park, as people would say. You're gonna suffer. You're gonna be cold. You're gonna be outside. You have to sleep on the floor. You don't know where you're gonna be at. You have to be wet. You might have to be injured. You might have to fight for your life a couple times. You might have a family. One of your children might get caught up and pass. Your wife might get taken somewhere. You might get separated. Yo, hey, some of us might go into this prison and be put smooth to death. Maccabees, I believe, Second Maccabees chapter 7. Uh, right in that whole chapter, it was the mother and her 7 kids. And at the end, the very last verse tells you, and this is for you, roughly paraphrasing, for the extreme tortures that Esau would do, roughly paraphrasing. So, hey, we might have to go through that. So, man, gird yourself up by your loins, man. Because the Lord got you. He might turn off your pain receptors or give you the spirit to just take it. It might not even be that bad, like you think. Yahweh Shem Shah is going to be with us. So, hey, we're supposed to do what? As Yahweh Shem Shah says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Right? Because he got us. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Right, that's what they're doing right now. The devil is the so-called white man. The Edomites. All right? The wicked on the earth. The physical armor of Satan. That's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. That's the physical armor of Satan, which is the so-called white man. He shall cast some of you into prison. Do we not see that happening right now? All right. We seeing it. Re-education camps, the Tentis and the Gulag are just flat out calling it the Crown Vic Royale camp. That he may be tried, right? When you look up re-education camp, which is the lingo that Esau uses, it goes back to Mao Zedong and what he used to do to his people, and it tells you extreme punishment and torture. And they'll murder you there. That's what it means when it says that ye may be tried. So get ready for that. It might not happen to you though, but some of us, it might happen to. Not might, it is going to happen to some of us. All right? I'm just going to say it like that. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. And I don't mean necessarily 10 days. All right? It could be 14 days. It could be 20 days. It could be a month. It could be less than that. All right? Be thou faithful unto death, like the mother has 7 children, right? And I will give thee a crown of life. It's beautiful. All right? And this is what I was talking about right here with these people, Sakari and all these other camps out here, One Body and ISUPK and all of this. Take the poke, IUIC, all of them. We're going to see where your head is going to be at in these times. And these people out here, you talk to every bonehead, and I ain't taking it. I ain't taking. I ain't doing nothing. Well, you know what? I can't say what they're going to do and what they can do. I just learned that, from Elder Manakh Zakba, because maybe like 2 days ago, I was like, nah, if you ain't in this truth, you're going to break. But there's some Edomites out there and some Jake out there that's just not going to go down with this. They rather go out in a bloodbath, a bloody battle. You have, your patriots, other people, they rather get on Esau bandwagon. But I know one thing, the Lord ain't going to save them because you got to be a part of the elect. All right? And the elect are sealed. Salaki, that's my daughter. But the elect are sealed. And what are they sealed with? They're sealed with the names of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, in His word. All right? They're sealed with this proper breakdown, His word. All right? Isaiah 33 and 6, in wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. That is when this is the scriptures right here, and us knowing what's going on, and us knowing the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and us calling on the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and having faith, and knowing that we're going to have faith, and this is going to be a very uncomfortable time. This is what's going to keep us what? Stable. Shall be the stability of our of thy times. And this time that's coming up is what? Jeremiah 50. Oh no, Jeremiah 30, I believe. Jacob's trouble. All right. The fear, Salakia, and strength of salvation. Right. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. That's right. I'm gonna make this quick. My kids out, everywhere I run. I'm gonna play this video real quick. All right.
Of it. So I got up at 2 a.m. and I've been up since 2 a.m. and I read this whole document. Now, every facet of it is bone chilling. But what's even more insane is it's actually being implemented all over the world right now. And this is a UN program. And it describes taking families away from each other, taking children away, and putting you in forced labor. Now, this is the Cloward and Piven strategy. It's how you bankrupt an economy, get enough people not to work.
See, my bad for pausing it, but what you see that Edomite right there? See Jeepers Creepers? See this? He was saying, talking about removing the. I don't want to use the word because I got a strike off of that, but he was talking about removing the people who. How would I say it? I'm gonna say Soundbird. All right, or what was it called? Songbird. Songbird. All right. And you know how they came in and they removed you from the crib? That's what he was saying right here.
Until productivity collapses, you flood the country with third world population, and finally the social safety net gives out and the state fails. The police are laid off or fired. The universities start closing. Here, this is stalling out the engine of the country to collapse it, to economically create such panic that people then accept the new currency, the universal guaranteed income, and then it just gets worse from there. And then the daily way of life is every neighborhood has a captain over it with armed leftists who are not from your neighborhood. They come, and it says in the document, they're going to then put, quote, disadvantaged groups in your home. And then if you, quote, cause any racial or cultural problems, you'll then be taken to a camp. So the entire United States is going to be a giant open-air re-education camp. And it says right here that they're going to, quote, take people from diverse backgrounds and put them in your house. And then it describes how the armed forces are going to be there in the neighborhood.
Martial law.
Camped out.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, and I believe 15. It says you're going to desire to go inside of another city and won't be able to. All right? That's coming. That's already happening in Australia in some parts, man.
And then if you don't do what they're told, they're going to come take you away.
Right here. Now, I have to stop it right here because he's going to say something that might get my channel struck. But, hey, there you go. And I just want to finish it with this precept, these two precepts. This is Matthew 28, and I'm going 19 to 20, and we read, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Ghost, Spirit, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world." Amen. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be there for us, all right? Just have faith, brothers, and, call on his name, stay strong, and then stay in this. And with that, I hope that was edifying, and shalom.